Take your time. The system with the transfer function they given is excited by sin omega t. The steady state output of a system is 0. Gate 2012, 1 mark. Output 0 means equate numerator to 0. Anybody can answer? Simply equate numerator to 0. Equating numerator to 0, 1 mark. Then tell me what is omega. Nero, surname.
So 3.
Yes,
3
3.
radian per.
Yes, 3 radians per second. Why? Because it is not possible. Check it out. Numerator means it is s square plus 9 into, I told numerator equal to 0. S plus 2 equal to 0. Two cases possible. S square plus 9 equal to 0 and s plus 2 equal to 0. Put s equal to j omega. J omega whole square plus 9 equal to 0 and j omega plus 2 equal to 0. This is minus omega square plus 9 equal to 0. From this one, omega equal to 3 radian per second. From this one, j omega equal to minus 2. See, it is imaginary part. It is a real part. How we are going to equate? Not possible. J omega. Yes or no? It is a imaginary. It is a real part. It is not possible to equate both. So it is not possible. Even though I will give multiple choices, a minus 2 radians per second. But it is not correct. Why? Because j omega is imaginary part. Minus 2 plus j0. Yes or no? Then what is possible? But imaginary part not equal to real part. So it is not correct. So omega equal to 3 radians per second is the correct answer. Yes, no, correct. Let me check whether I skipped any problem in between. Yes, I covered all the problems. These all are important for 1 mark. Anybody can answer. Gate 2006 ECE 1 mark. No, don't see the answer. Just practice, because format is easy to tell the answer without practice. Check it out. In the system shown below, the given input x of t is sin t. Sin t. They're asking, so to check input is a sinusoidal input. Yes or no? Output. In this case, they're asking magnitude and phase angle both. It is a magnitude, it is a phase angle. It is a magnitude, it is a phase angle. It is a magnitude, phase angle 0. First step, what is the omega? Omega in this problem, 1 radians per second. Then transfer function equal to 1 by s plus 1. Replace s equal to j omega plus 1. So 1 by j omega equal to 1, j plus 1. Then what is the magnitude of transfer function? Magnitude of transfer function is 1 by square root of 1 square plus 1 square 2. 1 by root 2. What is the phase angle of? Only magnitude, phase angle is important. That's all. Phase angle of transfer function is phase angle of 1 by 1 plus j. So phase angle of numerator is phase angle of denominator. So I told the real part phase angle is always 0 degree. It is tan inverse 1 by 1, 45 degree. Again, I will not use that formula. Tan inverse 1 by 1, what is that? It is minus 45 degree. So output equal to, yes.
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Yes. Please proceed.
How do we calculate the phase angle for 1 plus j?
1 plus j, phase angle equal to tan inverse. Imaginary part, multiplication of j is 1, divided by real part 1. So tan inverse 1. For what angle of theta, tan inverse equal to 1. Tan inverse 1. Tan 45, 1. Otherwise, tan 45 degree is equal to 1. Send this tan to the right side. 45 degree is equal to tan inverse 1. Like that.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Yes. So I got output, I got magnet output transfer function magnitude, transfer function phase angle. Output equal to input. What is input? Input is sin t. Then multiply that magnitude 1 by root 2. Add minus 45 to the t. That's all. Sin t minus 45 degree 1 by root 2. 1 mark I will ask 100%. Don't tell it is taking time. No. If you have practice, you can skip this step. We can skip this one. It is not required. Omega equal to 1. You can keep it in your mind. Then transfer function we can write directly here. Don't write this one. Don't write this one. Then magnitude of phase angle directly we can write all this. But we have to. You should have practice. Always. Always. The real angle of real part. Angle of real part is always 0 degree. Positive real part. Second one, angle of only pure imaginary part is 90 degree. Third one, angle of A plus IB, real plus imaginary, tan inverse B by A. That's only 3 cases. Next one, we should know what is the tan inverse. Only 3, 4 only. Tan inverse 0 is 0 degree. That we have to learn from 10th class. Tan inverse 1, 45 degree by default. Next, tan inverse root 3, 60 degree. Tan inverse 1 by root 3, 30 degree. These 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 values are important. To solve Bode plot, polar plot, very, very important. Should keep it tan inverse 0, 0, tan inverse 145, root 3, 60, 1 by root 3, 30 degree. I'm helpless if you don't know. Yes, very, very important. From this definition, you will get 1 to 2 mark. We'll see the definition first. I will come later. Bode plot. What is the meaning of gain class or frequency, phase class or frequency? I will explain in terms of diagram. In case of Bode plot, I will explain clearly in terms of diagram. First, you can adjust with the definition. Gain crossover frequency. Anyway, it is a frequency only, but the given gain cross. It is going to cross the gain. It is going to cross the gain. That's what is called a gain crossover frequency. Omega suffix GC. It is my notation. Omega means frequency. GC, gain cross. GC, gain crossover. In a simple word, check out G of S, H of S is an open loop transfer function. Yes or no? G of S, H of S is open loop transfer function. That means take the magnitude of open loop transfer function. Because it is a frequency, replace S equal to J omega. H of J omega is equal to 1. Listen, for what frequency, if replace omega value in a given transfer function, for what frequency its magnitude equal to 1. I repeat, for what frequency the magnitude of loop transfer function is equal to 1 is called a gain crossover frequency. For what frequency means replace omega equal to omega jc. Replace omega equal to omega jc. Otherwise, let me take an example in terms of max. X square plus 2x, 3x plus 2 equal to 0. For what value of x is equal to 0? Yes or no? That is called solution, or that is called roots of this equation. X square plus 3x plus 2. For what values of x, this equation equal to 0 is called solution. In the same way, for what values of frequency, the magnitude of loop transfer function equal to 1. That is called gain crossover frequency. Understand? Check it out. The frequency at which the magnitude of G of j omega, H of j omega is unity or 0 dB. I will tell what is 0 dB. Is called gain crossover frequency. Check it out. Modulus of G of j at what frequency means omega to omega c, omega to omega is equal to 1. If you take 20 log on both sides, 20 log modulus of G of j omega, H of j omega equal to log 1, 20 log base 10. Log 1 value is 0. 0 into 20, 0. That means, so dB, whenever there is a term called dB means, we can take 20 log. Otherwise, you can apply 20 log to that value. Whenever you're applying 20 log to the resultant, then the resultant value will be in dB. In dB. I will not repeat again. Anyway, I will ask theory part 1 more, problem 1 more. It is easy. If I'm not asking second internal, I will ask third internal. Why? The same terminology I'm going to use in a polar plot also. In a polar plot also, gain crossover frequency, phase crossover frequency, gain margin, phase margin, all the terminology will come. This all, I mean, next terminology is the phase margin also is there. 4 terminology will come in polar plot, Bode plot, Nyquist plot. That's why I'm defining here itself what is the meaning of gain crossover frequency. In 3 plot, polar, Bode, Nyquist, this is the definition. I required always loop transfer function. I required always loop transfer function. G of s, h of s is loop transfer function. Frequency means replace s equal to j omega. Okay, next one, you can check it out. Phase crossover frequency. Frequency means omega pc, phase crossover frequency. Simple statement. For what? Check it out. The angle of, let me take the definition. Angle of g of j omega, h of j omega is equal to minus 180 degree. Why I'm telling minus 180 degree means, we check it, g of j omega, h of j omega, in general, characteristic equation is 1 plus g of s, h of s equal to 0. Send this plus 1 to the right side. Then replace s equal to j omega. G of j omega, h of j omega is equal to minus 1. Modulus means magnitude equal to 1. Yes. From the characteristic equation only, I got these two definitions. 1 plus g of s, h of s is the characteristic equation. Then this is the characteristic equation. CH equation. Send this plus 1 to the right side, minus 1. I want a magnitude means apply modulus on both sides. Yes or no? Magnitude of g of j omega, h of j omega equal to 1 for what frequency? That frequency value is called gain crossover frequency. If you take the angle of g of j omega, h of j omega is equal to angle of minus 1. Angle of minus 1, you can write it as a minus 1 plus j0. I told if a real part is negative, you can add 180 degree. 180 degree plus tan was 0 by minus 1. Tan was 0, 0. So 180 degree. That's why. I told it may be positive or negative. It may be positive. For example, assume it is the minus 1. If we come in this way, it is a plus 180. If you come in clockwise direction, it is a minus 180 degree. Angle from here, it is 0 degree. It is a 180 degree. If you come in terms of clockwise, it is a plus 180. In anti-clockwise, minus 180. That's why the angle of g of j omega, h of j omega is equal to minus t. If the angle of g of j omega, h of j omega equal to minus 180, then that frequency is called phase crossover frequency. That's why omega equal to omega frequency. For what frequency? The angle of open loop transfer function equal to minus 180 degree. That is called phase crossover frequency. This is the definition now. Okay. Next we can check. Anyway, if you check the gain margin definition, you can't understand. There is no relation between definition and formula. But I will give the definition, but the definition is different from formula. Check it. Gain margin G dot M. Don't assume general manager. G dot M. Gain margin is defined as margin in gain. Gain means K. System gain. Margin in gain allowable. That means I told K is varying from 0 to infinity in root locus. Margin in gain allowable by which gain can be increased till the system reaches to verge of instability. That means we can increase the gain from 0 to some value until, that means we can increase the gain from 0 to some certain value until the system reaches instability. Verge of means margin of instability. we can increase the gain k. We can increase the gain k until system reaches in unstable. That is the definition. Gain margin definition. I will not ask this definition. I will ask in terms of formula. Check it out again. Gain margin is allowable in gain k. That means allowable means we can increase the gain k. We can increase. That means we can vary the gain k until the system reaches the verge of instability, means margin of unstable. Otherwise, system will reaches the unstable region. So, but mathematically, it can be defined as, mathematically gain margin can be defined as reciprocal. Otherwise, 1 by magnitude of g of j omega, h of j omega at omega equal to omega pc. Mathematically can defined as a reciprocal of magnitude of g of j omega, h of j omega measured at phase crossover frequency, omega pc. Gain margin equal to reciprocal means inverse. Otherwise, 1 by magnitude of g of j omega, h of j omega at omega equal to omega pc. Let us assume, because it is in terms of value. If then in exam they will